What if your animated series idea didn't stop at the screen? What if audiences could walk into the world, meet the creatures, interact with the environments, and take part of that experience home? Throughout the series, I've built the characters, creatures, environments, branding, promotional artwork, and product concepts for Creature Scouts. Today, I'm bringing all of those pieces together to design an immersive pop-up experience that shows what the franchise could become in the real world. Step 1. Define the experience. Before I start designing individual spaces, I need to define what the experience is actually supposed to feel like. For Creature Scouts, I don't want this to feel like a traditional retail store or a collection of disconnected displays. I want visitors to feel like they've discovered an entrance into the hidden sanctuary. The experience should encourage exploration, interaction, and discovery while staying connected to the same visual language I've developed throughout the series. I'm going to organize the pop-up around a few key moments. That could include a sanctuary entrance, a Creature Scout check-in station, interactive habitat areas, a creature adoption experience, and a merchandise space near the exit. Thinking about the visitor journey first gives me a structure to design around. Instead of creating random branded spaces, I'm building a sequence that introduces the world, gives people a reason to explore it, and ends with something memorable they can take home. Step 2. Apply the brand system to the environment. Now I can start applying the Creature Scouts identity into the physical environment. I already have the logo, colors, badges, icons, patterns, and supporting graphics from earlier in the series. I'll use Illustrator to prepare environmental elements like entrance signs, trail markers, habitat labels, scout banners, floor graphics, and directional signage. The goal is to make every part of the experience feel connected without placing the main logo on absolutely everything. Some spaces might use a creature symbol. Others might use a scout badge, a pattern, or a color associated with a specific habitat. I can also use Photoshop to composite these graphics into environmental mock-ups and test how they feel at a larger scale. This helps me see whether the identity still works when it moves from a brand board into a physical space people would actually walk through. Step 3. Build the interactive attractions. Once the core visual system is established, I can bring my existing assets into Firefly Boards and begin visualizing the main attractions. One of the central ideas is a creature adoption station where visitors can choose a companion creature, learn about its personality and habitat, and leave with a plushie or collectible version. I might also explore interactive field guide stations, creature care activities, habitat photo ops, scout challenges, or a build your own creature experience. Firefly Boards allows me to test these ideas quickly while keeping the characters, creatures, logo, and visual language I've already created at the center of the exploration. I'm not asking it to invent a completely different brand. I'm using my existing work to visualize how those ideas could appear as sets, displays, interactive stations, and themed attractions. At this stage, I'm thinking about both the large visual moments and the smaller details. What would someone photograph? What would a child interact with? What would make the experience feel specific to Creature Scouts instead of a generic fantasy pop-up? Those decisions are what turn the space from branded decoration into an actual experience. Step 4. Present the complete franchise ecosystem. Now I can bring everything together into one final presentation. I'll organize the environmental concepts, interactive attractions, product ideas, character artwork, promotional key art, and brand assets into one larger experience board. This is where the full potential of the project becomes easier to understand. Creature Scouts is no longer just 2 character designs or a logo. It now has a world, a cast, a brand identity, promotional artwork, consumer products, and an immersive experience connecting all of those pieces. I'm thinking about how I would present this vision to a studio, creative partner, licensing team, or potential collaborator. The presentation should show not only what the franchise looks like, but how audiences could engage with it across different formats. This could include animation, publishing, toys, merchandise, events, and location-based experiences. The goal isn't to finalize every possible extension, it's to communicate a clear and cohesive vision for how the idea could grow. So in this episode, I brought the complete Creature Scouts world together as an immersive branded experience. And that's really what this full series has been about. starting with one original idea and gradually building the characters, creatures, environments, branding, artwork, products, and experiences around it. Adobe's tools helped me explore faster and push the concept further, but every step still depended on having a clear story, making intentional creative decisions, and building a world that feels consistent. And whether you're developing an animated series, a game, a product line, or your own original world, the process can start the same way. Build one strong piece and learn from it, and keep expanding. Thanks for joining me throughout the series, and I hope this inspired you to start building a world of your own.